It's your girl, Stephanie Sterling, with the authentic Stephanie Sterling. I am here with Jigga Set Radio, and you best believe we're about to have a good time. Tune in for the whole show.
What you see now on the internet? No, I was listening to Jigga Set. Oh, I be listening to every show, keeping me all in the know on Jigga Set Radio. What you see now on the internet? No, I was listening to Jigga Set. Oh, I be listening to every show, keeping me all in the know on Jigga Set Radio.
Welcome, black guys. We're back with Stephanie. Y'all make some noise for her. She's been being transparent about how to reset, recognizing when you need to reset, take a step back, take a pause, whether it's mental, physical, listen to your body, listen to your mind, and keep yourself aligned with goal.
And spiritual.
And spiritual. Well, that's what I meant by goal. And so, it's funny you say that because...
Make sure they like, share, subscribe.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment to this episode and all the other ones on the platform. Is that good enough for you? Sufficient. Okay, cool. So, I was digging around in your book earlier, before you got here. I was doing some research and some homework. And it's funny you said that about taking a step back. And I'm going to quote directly from your book, because it's highlighted. My support system and my temperance has helped all my ill feelings and emotional distress dissipate. At the end of all of this, I came out better and stronger for my next chapter in life as I graduated from high school and went on to college. So that was back then.
Right.
And we now. So when it comes to going back to what we were talking about, like things, recognizing signs when we need to take a step back, resetting, would you say it's accurate that we all go through our ebbs and flows in life to where we have similar scenarios with maybe different signs that we need to take heed to in order for us to listen to what's going on upstairs and say, pull on back? Do you think that happens often with all of us?
Yes, absolutely. We all have different seasons because we all experience different things in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, me having my knee surgery, that was something I never experienced. I never had the surgery before.
Mm-hmm.
Me moving from South Carolina to Texas, that was a new experience. So I believe in new seasons, it's probably a time for you to take a step back.
Yeah.
Before you can really catapult in wherever direction you're going. Because some things are new, there's new terrain. We don't know how to navigate it.
Right.
Sometimes it can get frustrating. It looks different, we're out of our comfort zone.
Yes.
It's very uncomfortable. So it's like, what do I do here? How do I operate in this space? What do I need to do differently? Because what worked for me back then isn't gonna work for me right now.
Right.
So that's very pivotal. It's a pivotal point in your life. You're gonna go through it. It's you cannot dodge it.
Right.
You just have to
yeah.
You have to face the music.
Yeah.
So you just have to figure out what's gonna work best for me right now.
What do you say is the biggest spiritual lesson you've learned
Thus far.
that's up to this point?
I've always been alignment. We want to be so in control of everything, but really you're only in control of this amount of stuff in your life, really. And so instead of trying to focus on all these different distractions and things you're not in control of, focus on what you are in control of.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're moving in alignment. I can be in full control of my actions and my reactions and my responses, right?
Right.
I can't be in control of you coming trying to piss me off.
Yeah.
But
You can control how you react.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
I can just sit there and look at you and pray for you in my head and be like, oh, you maybe about 10 years ago this would have went different,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I can control that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can say, okay, this is not going to add any value to my life.
Yeah.
By reacting to what this idiot is doing or saying.
Exactly.
I'm not even putting energy into this.
Yeah.
Let me move on.
Okay.
So just those things, like
Mm-hmm.
what do we really have control over?
Yes.
And it's yourself, period, point blank. You can't control no man. You can't control another woman. Honestly, you can't really even control your kids. You think you can? No, honey. You think
I'm a testament to that.
Right. I'm somebody's child.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm an adult, I've been a child before.
Oh, yes.
I'll make you think, oh yeah, I'm doing what you say. As soon as you turn your back, as soon as you turn her back.
So you've been
Sneaking
talking
out the
You've
window.
been talking to my daughter.
But it's for real. So you really think you have this control over other people, and you don't. Now you're there, you can influence them, you can give them advice, but that's about it. They have the last say,
Come on.
Yeah.
Period, point blank.
No,
So only control you. I can only control, okay, when I come across you, I want to be a light. I want to be positivity. I want to speak life into people. How you take it or don't take it, all I'm here to do is plant a seed.
Yeah.
It's up to you on if you want to water it or you gonna let it wither and die or never grow at all.
So you made some valid points, and what I was going to say is as a follow up, and I've shared this the episode with Vita, the Attitude Poem. Have you heard of the Attitude Poem by Charles Swindoll?
Mm-mm.
So, backstory, and I know a couple of you guys have heard of this this rant that I have. In 8th grade, my teacher, Mr. Henderson, shout out to you, Mr. Henderson, he asked us to memorize a poem in order for us to pass the class.
Okay.
And so each week we all had to go up in front of the class and say the poem multiple times, and it had to be perfect in order for us to pass the class. There was no mistakes. Okay, and so the poem is called Attitude, and it goes, the longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It's more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than success, than what other people think or say to do. It's more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, or a home. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. You cannot change the past. We cannot change the fact that people act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the string that we have, the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I'm convinced life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitude. Charles wanted to write that poem. So
that's crazy how that just intertwined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So when you had said focus on the things that we can't control, and then that triggered in my mind, I said, well, that is just our attitude every day. Focusing on the things that we can control, and the things that we cannot control is how we react to those things that are thrown into our path, our destiny, whatever the case is. That is what defines character. That makes us who we are. Not what happens to us, because things happen to all of us.
Right.
But there are some people that become champions from that experience. And there are some people that are still trying to figure out what's next in their life, and it's been years.
Right.
And so your attitude is what makes the difference, and the deciding factor is the attitude. And then, like you were saying, going back to what you were saying, how aligned are you with not only yourself, recognizing the signs that are off your baseline, but also upstairs with God. Like, how connected are you? Did you, for some reason, lose his number?
Some people ain't even found it. A lot of them ain't even found it, honey. They still lost.
But are you letting him purposely go to spam? Are you not ready to admit that he was right? And stop fighting. Focus on the things you can control.
But you know what? Just for the sake of playing I'm going to say the angel's advocate, and not the devil's advocate. So what happens because we are human, right? And what happened when you got that one last nerve and somebody just come and you just erupt and you freaking let it all go away. Oh, I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss. And you just let it all go away. You just let it all go away. Because again, as much as I thrive and I strive to be like Christ, but still that human aspect in me. So what happens? How do you reel yourself in? Do you just let it happen? What happens in that moment?
So the first part is you have been allowing things to build up, which is a negative. So now we have to figure out, why are you not dealing with things as they come, and why are you being the person that allowed things to build up? Because the only way you're going to explode is if you have build up. The reason why I don't have build up, because I deal with things as they come to me. So nobody can get on my last nerve. Nobody can make me explode, because whatever I deal with it at that time. You know what I'm saying? So now you have to figure out, how do I deal with these things when it happens instead of holding on to it. For me, the first thing I'm going to do is pray, and then I'm going to read my scripture, and then maybe sometimes I have to journal to release, and I'm going to pray, God, release this for me. Every situation is different, but in those moments, I'm constantly praying, reading scripture, making sure I'm in alignment. God, show me how to be more like you. I can't be more like him if I'm allowing things to build up, and this one person gone and I snap, and now you're in prison for life. Was it really worth it?
I didn't take that.
I know. But you just never know.
Right.
Where it's gonna lead you.
Right.
And so my thing is, you have to deal with situations, and then situations where a person doesn't give you the ability to, have a discussion, right? Find another way. For me, it's journaling. I may not be able to talk to that person, but I can write it down. And now I have closure within myself, because I know I did everything I could. So if something happened and I reach out to you trying to figure out, what did I do wrong to correct it, and you don't reach back out to me, I know I did everything in my power I could when I reach out. You didn't accept the invitation. I have to move on. I can't hold on to that.
Exactly.
That's rich.
Because a lot of people are bitter from different situations because of that. Let it go. It's not meant to be, and it's okay. That goes from friendships. That goes from recently. I've been watching Tyler Perry, House of Pains, the new episodes. I'm like, Miranda, girl, let it go. He gone. He engaged to somebody else.
Yes.
But just to see that bitterness, and people do that now in real life. These women, you want to be with this man who no longer wants you. Why? It's 7 billion people in the world.
But you see how, and I'm recalling the same clip you're talking about. Well, it was not just that clip. It was several episodes, but it even affected Ella, because the family was affected by someone's bitterness.
Oh, Tyler Perry, I'm tagging you in this episode.
the whole family was affected by it, because none of them really liked the new girl.
Right.
And it was like, she was like, I'm just trying to figure out how I can fit in.
Right.
And I kind of see both sides, because she did come in nasty.
Right.
I'm like, girl, no, you can't come to somebody else's house, an elder house at that, and come in here. And then she was like, all due respect, she said, I'm not talking to you. Or she said something like that. I'm like, ooh, get her, Ella.
Right. Exactly.
But you saw even her child, they were about to pounce on her because of the bitterness one person exuded. And so going back to attitude, controlling the things you can control, finding a realignment, understanding how your actions affect others that are around you. And then going to this last quote, the biggest thing to go by is your intuition. We all have intuition, but it's up to you whether you are going to use it or ignore it. You wrote that.
I know that my gift is spiritual discernment. And I knew I had it even before I knew what it was. It wasn't until fast forward when my pastor back when I was in South Carolina explained to me what it was. But I always had it. I just didn't know what it, I always had this thing that protected me. I'm like, no, I ain't dealing with that person. Something I don't care if a million people like that person. The spirit God said, don't go there. It's something that's not for you. And I've always listened to it. And so whatever your spiritual gift is, you have to lean into it.
Yes.
And I lean into mine wholeheartedly. And so I listen to it. I don't need you to show me, just let's just say if I'm in a relationship or even a friendship and something something my spirit picks up, like something is off,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to see what it is. My spirit is enough. I don't need no evidence. I don't know what this is, but this is out of alignment for me.
Mhm.
So you take care of yourself. You know, for real. Some people want to
The spiritual dismissal.
and find evidence. Let me look through the phone. Let me.
Receipts, yes.
Baby, I don't need that. God gave me everything I need.
Right there, right
You about to stress yourself out for something. He done already gave you the answer,
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
but it's not good enough for you.
Yeah,
Or most people want to be disobedient,
yeah.
and then you wonder why you live in a drama-filled life, why you're
Mhm.
miserable because you're being disobedient.
Like the number changed. He didn't. They ported the number over to another carrier, but they didn't update their records.
As you're saying, much change. Still, this woman over here being philosophical and
Yes.
just could not resist.
No, but all the things that we've discussed today, including your spiritual realignment, all of those should be a level of baseline for all of us. Like understanding where we fall into that mix, understanding when we are off. You may not have an answer right in front of you, but you know something's off. That is your spiritual intuition, honestly. And so when it comes to listening,
Most important one.
Yes.
For sure.
yes. So when it comes to heeding the signs, one should definitely be understanding of who you are as a person. And of course, the people that are around you should be a reflection of you.
Correct.
And so they should know better to even try, but we're human.
Correct.
And so sometimes people fall off the horse and chariot. So going back to you, before we take another break here, when someone falls off the chariot, and you were saying like, you will just remove yourself from that scenario or their lives, whatever the case is, what level of grace do you give someone if they do make a mistake and they hurt you, or they might step aside themselves with you? Like, what is that threshold where like, I can forgive them,
Right.
they were just, that's not their baseline, or where you were like, oh, that's not a person I recognize anymore. What's usually that threshold for you?
I'm going to say everything is situational.
Situational.
First, I want to say that the day that we live in right now, people don't want to be held accountable.
Mm.
The moment you put a mirror up to somebody's face, or the moment you require different things that other people do, people are like, are you trying to judge me? No, baby, it's called accountability. And a lot of people just don't, people want to do whatever they want to do.
Mhm.
Let's be real. So when somebody like me, you can't be in my life doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. You just can't.
Yeah.
That's out of alignment with what God has for me.
Right.
He called me for something greater, and I'm going to be that person.
Mhm.
And some people don't want that, and they're like, well, God knows my heart. Yeah, he does. And your heart isn't right.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're trying to use that as an excuse. Your heart isn't right. But for me, I use grace as far as I will, number one, I'm very direct and straightforward. So I set my boundaries. Even as people getting to know me,
Mhm.
there are some things I don't have to say, but things I do have to say, I speak it. They know these are Stephanie boundaries. They know you can't come around me acting a fool,
Mhm.
not to have me in certain spaces.
Right.
So you have to, first off, communication is key. So you have to be able to communicate what your boundaries are.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have boundaries, don't know what they are, so they can't communicate them.
Right.
I have boundaries, I communicate.
Mhm.
Recently, I had to step back from a so-called friend because I communicated something that bothered me, and this friend pretty much, I felt like, dismissed my feelings about it and was like, well, I disagree. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you agree or disagree with my feelings. As a friend, if I did or said something that made you feel some type of way, it don't matter. If I don't agree with you, that's fine. But as your friend and somebody who truly care about you, I have to be able to say, Jeremy, I apologize. Going forward, I will be cognizant and make sure I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Some people,
Can't they-
40 and above, can't even do that. Lack of accountability.
Yeah.
You want to worry about if you agree or disagree or making your point valid instead of just being a solid friend.
Yeah. With that being said, that was deep. With that being said, we're gonna be right back, y'all. We got one more segment for Stephanie, and then we're gonna get her handles, her social media handles, and we have y'all follow her. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Welcome back, guys. We are still here with Stephanie. Y'all make some noise for Stephanie. So while we were not only on break, well, y'all were, what were y'all talking about on break? Was there something I need to chime into? But while we were in the segment, the last segment, we were talking about having grace with other people, understanding the baseline for people, how they're acting, and treating things from a situational standpoint. So that way there is room for grace and growth amongst the people that are involved in the situation, right? And so we're gonna lighten the mood a little bit. So Stephanie, we have created this game. It's called Plead the Sip, and I'm gonna put all the descriptions on the screen. Oh, but before we get into the game, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment to this episode and all the other ones. So this is meant to be a fun game. Of course, since you're drinking agua, you're just gonna take a sip if you don't want to answer it. If it's something you can answer,
I feel like we got to modify that because this. Okay, I gotta drink some water. No, so we got to do something different. We got to do something different.
Well,
So I'm gonna go over here and just pick a random bag or something, because I don't even know what you like or dislike. So when you got the sip, you don't take it. You don't eat the chip.
Okay.
I feel like she's gonna answer all these.
But maybe not. She may be hungry.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So first question from Plead to Sip is, what the one fantasy that this is a fill in the blank, by the way. One fantasy that I've had and never said out loud until now is what?
Going to a new beach.
Ooh! We'll take it. Second question. Have you ever lied to make yourself sound more innocent than you are?
No.
Okay. We'll take that too. Period. All right. So, what is your craziest walk of shame moment?
Got it!
This is a good one. This is cute. Referencing the book. One secret I'll never write. One secret that I'll never write in the book is.
Say that again.
One secret that I'll never write in the book is. Okay. What's a toxic trait you secretly find attractive?
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a real good one. I've definitely been wanting them to answer to this one.
Because I don't think I find any toxic trait attractive.
Okay, I mean that's a fair answer.
That's an answer.
That's an answer. We'll take it. Oh, okay. Fill in the blank. If I had $1 for every time someone slid in my DM, I'd have blank.
$1 million.
Period. And that's on period.
And that's on period.
Right.
Because I have to translate that. I have to reword that in my head, but I don't have time for that. What are some of the craziest encounters you've had with your significant other?
Well, I've been single a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A crazy encounter with a significant other. It's been a long time ago. But we did have some crazy days. You know, we were in our 20s at the time. And this was like mid-20s, and he had made me mad because he wanted to go out and I didn't want him to go out. Because I always felt like he was choosing like his boys or his brothers before me, but when it was time for us to hang out. So anyways, he was leaving out the house this particular night. Oh, I can't believe I'm sharing this story. But anyway, so there was this necklace I spent a lot of money on. I snatched it off his neck, and when he got in the car, I got in my car, and it was literally like a high-speed chase.
What?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's good.
I mean, she is human.
Honey, y'all can swap out all the guys. Honey. All the guys.
That's the kind of ratchet you want.
Go Google that ratchet. Y'all make some noise for Stephanie. Such a good sport. And you're the first guest we actually played that game for. We did it at our
customer
appreciation day.
Viewers.
Appreciation day. And but we never done it like one-on-one with a guest. And so we're working to like create like a database of questions. And then of course, like you like to say, it's situational. And so we will bring these questions to people just to kind of see like, I know you're this way in front of the camera, but what you be doing or what have you done in the past? You know?
But now Stephanie be doing
Yeah.
You see the past Stephanie, she was a little more ready to go to war.
It seemed like it was a little bit more Jasmine Sullivan like.
She didn't pass go. She didn't collect the $200. She going straight to jail.
Right. So, Stephanie, before we wrap, where can they find you? What's your social media information, and so that they can see what you got going on?
You can follow me on all social media platforms at The Authentic Stephanie Sterling. My website is theauthenticstephaniesterling.com. If you want to know anything, go to the website, subscribe, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. That's where you'll find me. My TikTok is The Authentic SS. And and so I just want to leave with you. Remember that life isn't black or white. And that you kind of prompted that when you were asking me certain questions. I was like, well, that's really situational. Sometimes we think we have the answer to everything, and we don't. And so I just want to let you know that life is a rainbow of colors. And I think too often we try to put it in a box, in a black and white box, and it's not that at all.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind and be open-minded as you're making decisions for your life and in life.
Okay.
Before we completely close out, Stephanie, if you could directly talk into your camera and to what I'm about to say to you, speak directly to that person, to that broken person who is searching for answers and they can't find them from which they search. Can you talk to that person and kind of be a voice for their blindness, if you would?
Anybody that's broken, I want to say, God loves you more than anything in this world. And if you continue to hold on to things of the world, you may continue to be in that space. So release it, give it to God, find your faith, because He said He created you with purpose. You have purpose, you are special. But guess what? Nobody on this earth may not even recognize or notice it. But God already has. That's why you were birthed.
Amen.
Right.
Amen. That was deep. That was deep. With that being said, Stephanie, y'all make some more noise for Stephanie, because y'all, I didn't even know I needed you today. Shoot. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment to this episode, this amazing episode, and all the other ones. We're going to start doing a lot more follow-up episodes, bringing back a lot of the...
Because we still got to do one. So...
And with that being said, so good to see you guys. So good to be seen by you guys. We are out.